Zach Sang and the gang.
Zach Sang and the gang hanging out right now with hot Chelle Rae. Hello, dudes. How are you?
Hello. We're good. Staying out of the cold.
I'm sorry, this is super weird. So you're in my studio in New York City, and I am at my studio in Los Angeles. And first, it's like 8:30 here, so I looked terrible. So I'm sorry, but we're also doing this via ISDN and video chat. So this is the first time I've ever done something like this.
Well, you know what? It's kind of cool. You're where we live. We're where you live. It's kind of tight.
We actually prefer to work like this so we can mess up your little space because you're not here to defend it properly.
That's fine. I mean, I have great stuff for you to eat. I have Peeps. I have tons of Red Bull and Vita Coco.
I mean, come on, man.
I emptied this already.
This is like you got the California water in here.
Yeah, in New York City. Have another one. They're all for you.
Thank you.
Well, the fridge was locked earlier, so it was kind of tough to get into.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because people steal our crap, man.
Like us. We broke the glass, so now it's good.
Yeah, you're invited. You're an invited guest, but sometimes they're intruders, and they drink my stuff. You know what? All you got to do is ask. You know what I mean? If you ask, then it's all good.
What if you apologize afterwards? Was that?
No, I hold grudges. Too bad.
Okay.
People are screwed. You've already drinking my beverages without my with my bringing it to my attention.
No blessings for the stealing of beverages.
No, then you're done to me. So what's going on? Tell me about the new single. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the new single is called Don't Say Goodnight, and we actually just released a lyric video for it as well. It world premiered a couple days ago, and we're here in New York trying to walk around with boomboxes playing it for people.
Just doing the real street hustle.
Yeah.
No, but we legit have had such a good response from it. All the fans are doing the little Instagram snaps of their favorite moment of the lyric video, which is kind of cool to see.
That's cool.
You get to see who likes what parts, and I think the most popular one is us all hugging. And near the end, there's just this kind of sarcastic but also genuine hug that happens.
Yeah.
And that's the screenshot that's kind of leading. So it's
that's what people love.
Maybe it's just because we never hug that people are just oh, the rare moment.
Now, I mean, when you're pushing this single, do you ever remember when you were pushing your first single and, how the fact that you've had a few hits already? Do you go down memory lane when you're, trucking to every radio station, pushing your song?
Absolutely. And we're super familiar with all the stations that we go to, and we've made a lot of friends and relationships in that whole area of promotion and our career. So it's we kind of go down memory lane together.
The memory lane thing, though, sometimes is bad because every now and then we walk into a radio station and we see a picture or a poster from 2009 that should have maybe been burned. And it kind of reminds us that sometimes we just pick the wrong outfits and the wrong hairdresser. But, everything's good for a story.
How did you all start? Give me the backstory to your band. How did it all come together?
Well, I think it starts. Jamie and I are brothers, so that's kind of
been doing that for a while.
Kind of figured that one out on your own.
Naturally.
But when I was 18, I met Nash at a music store, and he was selling musical equipment, and we were both doing our own horrible solo careers at the time.
They got big real fast.
And we met each other, and a friend of ours actually knew both of us and was like, "You should get together and write songs." And we started writing songs together, and that, speaking of terrible looks, at the time we both looked awful, and but we started writing together and got along really well, and eventually Jamie was old enough to join the band.
Actually, he was more old enough to start helping drive while we were on bad tours. So that was the important part.
Yeah, so when he was 16, he graduated high school and was super solid drummer and joined the band, and we kind of went on the road and did the whole thing, and God, it's been 7 years.
Do you want to tell them the truth about how we really got started? We are. This is the first time we've ever said this, but we're Daft Punk. Prove that we're not.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen 3 pictures of them, so I know how much to base it off of.
So we're not. You're right. Sorry.
All right. Well, that was failed.
No, but is it crazy that you've been doing this for so long? Did you think when you first started that it'd ever go this long?
I mean, it feels like 3 or 4 years, and it's been almost it's been 9 years, I think, since we met and started trying to figure out how to make a band out of a basement. And it's really crazy that time has gone so fast. And it's going so slow at the same time. But we've had a blast doing it. I mean, it's we're gonna. I mean, at this rate, we're gonna make like a 40-year career out of it, and not even think it's been 10.
That's crazy to me. That is crazy that, just a few friends essentially can go get together and you literally have a band, and you have a band that's been together close to a decade, and you're not just a band that's together, but you have great success, and you have mainstream success. That's insane.
It is. It's kind of wild to think about, and it's weird. Like, we put out a tour video from the Justin Bieber tour, for a song that we did called Recklessly, and it's my favorite video we've ever done, with the exception of Don't Say Goodnight, and it's crazy to relive it, to look at all the places we've been and see the things that we've done and know that we're just, like in our minds, we're still hungry like we just started. So it's pretty wild. It's a crazy job.
I mean, yeah, you think about the fact that we go on tour for maybe, if we're on a busy year, like 9 or 10 months out of the year collectively, and all the stuff you do, being on the road every single day and being in a different city almost every single day, you forget most of what happens. So having like the videos of, backstage and at a stupid mall in the middle of nowhere, and, like the off days and the on days, everything to remind yourself of what you've been doing is really great.
That's the whole thing is just crazy to me. Like, when you're writing a new song, like Don't Say Goodnight, is there any pressure put on you because you've had great hits in the past? Is there extra work that needs to be done? Or are you second guessing things because you've set the bar for yourself?
Yeah, not when you're writing the song. You don't think about, like, when we're writing a song for our band, we're writing it very objectively, and we're not writing it. We're kind of writing it for us versus like as us. And I don't think you think about the kind of pressure or anything like that until the song's actually going out. And honestly, I personally don't really think about it at all. I think
we strive to be better and better all the time. So we're not like disappointed with anything we've done in the past, but we always want to top it. And that kind of drive always makes us, by default, try to beat the thing we did before without even realizing we're doing it. So when we're writing a song, we're not like, oh, we have to do this, but we are more thinking, of course, we need to make this the best thing that's ever been written. And if it comes out and it's the, top 100 thing that's been written that year, like, that's even a great batting average.
We'll let people decide.
Yeah.
Very cool. The whole thing is just crazy to me that it's like, you guys started from, just 3 of you together, and you've been going on forever. I mean, it's crazy. That's wild. It's wild. And you have radio hits and mainstream success. That's wild. That's like winning the lottery.
It's weird to think we started in a barn.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, watching award shows, watching like MTV, trying to be at that level, and then when it happens, it's kind of one of those things you don't even believe has happened, and we still don't. Like, when we hear stats like about our past 5 years or whatever, it's still like, oh, we did that, like that happened. We never really kind of have it hit home with us. We always are just selling ourselves short a little bit, and it keeps us hungry and keeps us going, like striving for better stuff.
Started in a barn, now we here.
Yeah.
That needs to be a cover of a parody that you create at one point.
Yeah, maybe a T-shirt,
maybe a meme of us in the barn.
How has life changed? Like, how's life now? Like, do you walk down the street and girls come at you? Like, are girls throwing themselves at you?
Yeah, but
it hurts
because I tell them he's in the Jonas Brothers, and they resurfaced, and it's just a whole new look, plastic surgery and everything, and they start attacking.
No, life is a lot better when you go from a barn and a van and a trailer to a tour bus and your own house. Yeah. It's kind of nice.
I mean, let's be real. If you have had success like we have, it's really the main goal of doing that is so you can get away with stuff you couldn't get away with before. Like, you just roll into the club, like, what up? Where's the pizza?
Yeah. What is the craziest thing you've gotten away with? Like, or the craziest thing you've ever requested?
Ooh.
Oh, we always heard like crazy stories about crazy like rider items. So we just, as a joke, we're like, okay, we want coconut water, we want deli meat, blah, blah, blah. And at the very end of the rider, we said we would like one fresh puppy. And we had this one guy call from a venue, and he's like, look, man, he's like, sounded panicked. He's like, we got everything on your rider. He's like, but I cannot find a fresh puppy. And we were like, bro, we're totally kidding.
It can be a dirty one.
How dope would it have been if we got there and there was a puppy?
That would have been awesome. That's a story. That's awesome. See, I would try those things, and then they would just come through on nothing. Do you know what I mean? I haven't reached that status yet. I'd be like, can I at least get a napkin or a tissue? And I won't even get that when I go somewhere.
We need to have our people talk to your people.
The dopest thing I've heard of is Kings of Leon. Apparently, before they even blew up, were like randomly joking in Australia, and they were like, "Yeah, well, we need 4 segways," and it happened. Like, I'm gonna start asking for like dirt bikes. I mean, it's like I need to get to the stage in style.
Yeah, I need to get there faster. I need to look good while doing it.
Look,
so get me a dirt bike.
20 feet. I'm not walking 20 feet.
No one does that. What is your stage show like?
It's really, it's very energetic. It's really I'm very blessed to be in a band with 2 guys that are incredibly talented musicians. So there's a lot of I think it's showing off kind of a little bit in a good way live, and it's kind of like a giant house party. I mean, everyone comes, sings, dances, and we rap on stage. It's like, I don't know, it's just kind of a little bit of everything.
I mean, at the end of the show, we are sweating like crazy. We put in some work for sure, and the fans that we have, like, we're definitely blessed to have some wild fans that sing along, dance along, like screaming lyrics back at us as we're performing. So that makes it way more fun than if we were doing some like chill music and they're just sitting there watching. And nice little golf clap. So we got lucky. We got some really good ones.
Which is more fun when touring? Is it performing, or is it the time that you all spend together on the bus screwing around?
I would say performing 100%.
Yeah, it's a good question though, because the bus it can get pretty rowdy and fun sometimes, but performing is like,
it's our life.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about this. We got the rock star lifestyle on the bus. We got Ryan playing ping pong games, trying to get it into a cup, bouncing it off the wall, and like. That's really crazy stuff,
FIFA.
Dude, I mean, come on.
We need a babysitter for that.
Living.
It's wild.
You can't beat performing. You really can't.
How's the bus, though?
The bus is...
It's my life, pretty much.
It's
great.
People don't know this, but the bus is the best sleep you'll ever get.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
It's like
it's the humming of the engine, I think.
And it's like a cold cocoon, and like you're in this warm, like, it's just, I don't know.
Complete blackness.
Yeah, just total darkness.
Sounds like you guys are talking about a coffin.
I know.
It's like this dark black cocoon. Nah, but the bus it's weird because, I mean, you got to be a little bit crazy to tour and love it, but when we get on the bus, it's like we finally got home.
I miss the bus.
Versus getting home from tour. Like, that's when we feel like we're on a little break. And then we get on the bus, we feel like we're back home.
Yeah.
Like a tiny
When's your next tour?
apartment.
We don't know yet. We're kind of still putting it together. I mean, we're really just focused on launching Don't Say Goodnight. And the touring thing we know is going to happen because we always tour. But we've been touring for so long that we're kind of not as focused on that as because we don't need to be right now. But I'm sure we will announce something in the near future.
Right now we're working on trying to solidify a tour like in the Bahamas and the Cayman Islands and Hawaii, just exclusive vacation spot tours.
We might be doing a broadcast from Sandals Resorts. Like, they have like the Jamaica, the very fancy thing. I don't know. I get very nervous in those areas. It's really like, because it's too relaxing. Like, I can't, it freaks me out.
That's the New York thing.
You putting some rum in your Vita Coco?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to need to. But you guys are awesome. Congratulations on everything. And Don't Say Goodnight is a new single, and we're going to play it starting tomorrow. So
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, we hope it gets a great response. We're really, really proud of it.
No, congratulations on everything. And you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for putting up with our ISDN and our video chat.
Hey,
absolutely. We'll do it again, and next time you'll be here.
Yeah, thanks for letting us roll through and, be here without supervision.
Yeah, mi casa es su casa, so drink my stuff.
He said it.
And
we
eat
already
my
are.
peeps. Thank you.